Alongside Brendan Shanahan. Shanny, it's been kind of an up and down year so far. I think the word inconsistent would come to my mind. What comes to your mind?
Well, I think it's been, I don't think there's ever been as much parity in the league as I can remember beyond one or two teams at the top or one or two teams at the bottom. I think it's something that as teams we're all talking about trying to find that consistent approach to the game. That being said, the results have been pretty good. We want it to be better. I think that, our record is strong right now, but we're still looking to get that entire game back. But I can tell you in talking to some of my colleagues, we're all going through it and we're all experiencing it. With the cap not growing over the last few years, what was already a league of parity has become even closer night in, night out, and it should be a race to the very end.
How worried are you about what it's going to take, what you're going to have to move out to get the kind of defensive help that you need right now?
Well, first off, we're hopeful that our players are on the mend and going to come back. And I think that the guys that we've had to call up from the Marlies, especially on the back end, have really done a good job for us. So you're always looking to make the team better, and Brad's always on the phone making those calls. But in the meantime, we deal with what we have, and we go out and try and do our best and play our game. And I think over the last 10 games, our team has played much better and is starting to find that rhythm and that sort of cohesive, 20-man unit game.
Do you get concerned by the fact that Nylander, for what he's doing?
I get concerned about everything.
That's fair, but specifically about Nylander.
I'm like a typical Leaf fan. Everything concerns me. And by the way, typical hockey fan, hockey executive, everything concerns us.
Way to cover that. But the way Nylander's been playing, and the price just seems to be going up and up and up, and you said it, it's a tight cap era.
Well, I think if you're getting concerned because you have players on your team,
I'm just saying, try to keep them financially viable in that situation. That's all.
Like I said, I think if you get concerned because you have players on your team playing really good hockey, then you've got to really check yourself. Look, I'm not going to talk about the details of that, but more focus right now is for all of us as a group and as individuals to just continue to improve. I think that these close games and tight games could be a benefit to us as we come down the street.
Are you worried that where it comes in terms of regulation wins, you're really amongst the league's basement? Like, Shanny, when you get to the playoffs, when you get deep, all of a sudden you don't get to use your awesome six against their awesome six, 3-on-3 in overtime. It doesn't work that way. Are you worried about that at all?
Well, I think that's what an 82-game season is for. You make those assessments after the whole period of time. The glass is half full person in me would say we've also been a very difficult team to beat. We have we're in the top 5 or 6 and fewest losses in the National Hockey League. So the guys have proven that they're a tough team to beat. Certainly, I think over 82 games, we'll take a step back and we'll really make that judgment on where we can make improvements. And that is an area that certainly we'd like to close games out when we have an opportunity to. But I've liked our ability to fight back when we've been behind and come back in games and find ways to scratch out points. And like I said earlier, that's the season it's been for many of our teams. For many of the teams in the league, it's been a very tight season for all of us. And all you can do all season long is just continue to try and improve and get ready for the playoffs and fight to get into the playoffs.
All right, thanks for this, man.
Okay, thanks, Gino.